So, here's another interesting fact about me. I'm trying to remember the last person. Okay, so I have had some friendship groups. Here in Columbus, I was attempting to build one and I gave up. I've just given up. It's not worth the effort. I'm not meeting guys that are like not complete psychopaths, not like the reason why they want to be my friend is evident on their everything they say and do. AKA they're trying to get my pants. In Lexington, I had Austin and Ryan. And we had this nice little group that were together and really cool. And I was in a weird place because there was a lot going on in the background. Unbeknownst to most of these guys, there's a lot going on. And I'm trying to manage all of it, and I really was not doing my best job. Prior to that, there was two guys that I was trying to hang out with in Indy, but that fell apart. The people I was trying to hang out with in Louisville, and that fell apart. And that fell apart because them. I would walk into Big Bar, and I'd walk around the corner. I'm all dressed up, looking studly, and I'd walk around the corner, and they'd see me, and they'd go, "AJ!" You know, as loud as they could. And I'd just sit there like, what the fuck? And I'd walk up, and everybody turn and look at me like, who is this guy? And they had some dynamics that were going on in the group that just, it went. And then they just vanished, all of them. And I just sat there like, par for course. Par for course. I have to go all the way back to I hung out with my ex-husband's friends when we lived in Appleton. We really became very codependent and very like insular. I kept trying to get him to go out and make friends. I'm like, you need to go out and do things. He's like, why? I said, I can't be your only entertainment. This is getting to me. So it was bad. At one point when we were together in the Fox Valley area, which is Appleton and Oshkosh, he had his people. And I'd be like, so what are you doing tonight? He's like, oh, well, I was going to hang out with Chris and the gang. Oh, okay. They'd watch Grey's Anatomy. And I'm like, cool, have fun with that. Well, would you want to come with me? Sometimes I would. Sometimes I'd be like, you know, it'd be really nice to just stay at home tonight. So I think I'm going to stay home. When you get done, if you want to come down, because he lived in Appleton and I lived in Oshkosh, you can come. Or we'd live, when we moved in together in Oshkosh, I'd be like, what are you doing tonight? He's like, I was going to go hang out and watch Grey's Anatomy with Chris and the gang. Okay, have fun with that. Usually I'd go with him though. And then Detroit was, I don't need friends like most people need friends. I never have. I have a lot of acquaintances. I have a lot of people that I have networked with, that I could walk up to and talk with. I don't need friendship. Friendship is not a requirement for me. I have a couple people in the world that I can talk to. I'm down to one person that I actually talk to quite regularly. That's Steven, my friend that lives in Texas. He's probably been the most steady of my friends in a very long time. And I love him. He's a great guy. We drive each other nuts because I am very like, don't do that. That is bad. He's like, I didn't tell you everything yet. I can already see it. And he laughs at me and gets done telling me, and I'm like, oh, okay. You were right. You were right. He is often right. But anyway, long-winded story for me to say, I'm not making friends. I'm not worried about it. I'm not working on it. There's nothing in this world, there's nothing holding me in place. And that's a really interesting thing to say and a really interesting place to be. And it makes me really question what I'm doing with my life. But not in a bad way. Like, wait a minute, have I evolved to a point where it's like, that person just walked away. That person is checking out as we're speaking. That person isn't going to last too long because they are love bombing me like nobody's business. And I'm very calm about it because it's like none of what they're doing actually affects me anymore. And it's not that I built walls. There's no walls. I don't need them. I don't need guns or ammunition anymore either. I just accept what's trying to get through me and just let it go. And that's a really interesting / scary / powerful place to be. I love you guys.